season 12, we had Port Adelaide winners in the grand final against Brisbane Lions at the Gabba, 25 points. They ended up with 7-game winning streak. In season 12, Western Bulldogs, Wooden Spooners. Okay, let's get stuck into season 13. First game, Richmond versus Western Bulldogs at the MCG on a new interface. Let's get stuck into it. Let's play the match. And the match has been played. We've got Richmond winning by 11 points, 13-17, 95 to the Western Bulldogs, 12-12, 84. All right, so the next game we've got Port Adelaide versus St Kilda at Adelaide Oval. So it's play match, plays the whole match. And Port Adelaide have won against the Saints by 9 points. Port Adelaide 13-12, 90 to the Saints 11-15, 81. So as the games complete, the ladder will process. All right, so the next game, Essendon versus Geelong at Marvel Stadium. Let's get stuck into this game. And Geelong have won by 27 points, 20 goals, 15, 135 Geelong to Essendon, 16-12, 108. So Geelong have won by 27 points. And that puts them on top of the ladder. Next game, next match, we've got Brisbane versus GWS Giants at the Gabba. Let's play the match. And what a thriller. Brisbane have won by 1 point, 15-16, 106 to GWS Giants, 15-15, 105. So our first 1-pointer for the season. All right, let's get stuck into the next game. It's West Coast versus Carlton. So it's quick. It's new design. And the game's display comes up pretty quick. West Coast final scores 18-13, 121 to Carlton, 12-11, 83, and they've won by 38 points. West Coast at Optus Stadium. Let's get stuck into the next game. It's North Melbourne versus Adelaide at Marvel Stadium. The sixth match, and North Melbourne have won by 27 points over Adelaide's. North Melbourne final scores 20-14, 134 to Adelaide, 15-17, 107. Next game, Hawthorn versus Fremantle. It is the 7th game of the round 1 for season 13. And we've got Fremantle won by 46 points, 17-10, 112. Fremantle to Hawthorn, 9-12, 66. And that was at Marvel Stadium. Next game, Gold Coast versus Melbourne at Metricon Stadium. That's the 8th game, second last game of the round. And Melbourne have won by 87 points against the Gold Coast Suns, 19-17, 131 Melbourne to 6-8, 44. Very low scoring for Gold Coast Suns. Last game of the round is Sydney versus Collingwood. The match of the round was Richmond versus the Bulldogs, so the first game of the season. Last game, Collingwood have won by 14 points. Sydney final scores 11-17, 83 to Collingwood, 14-13, 97. So Collingwood have won on the road. So the top 8, we've got Melbourne on top with that 87 point rushing against the Gold Coast Suns. Then we've got Fremantle second, West Coast, North Melbourne round out the top four. And then we've got Geelong, Collingwood, Richmond, and Port Adelaide in the eighth. And then the remaining ninth team is Brisbane, who won by 1 point against GWS Giants. So round two, we've got GWS Giants versus Richmond at Giant Stadium for round two, and that will be held on the 5th of July 2026. So hopefully you've enjoyed the fast tracking new interface for season 13 for round one. We'll see you for round two for season 13. And also I'll put a video out with all the interface tour of the AFT Dice Season League. All right, talk to you soon. All right, enjoy.